Before you begin, remove the base enclosure, battery, solid-state drive, wireless module, and display panel assembly. Removal. Important. Make careful note of the routing of all cables connected to the system board for later replacement. Remove the power connector cable from the retention clips on the top cover. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the fingerprint reader cable ZIF connector and disconnect the fingerprint reader ribbon cable from the system board. Disconnect the front speaker cable from its connector on the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the touchpad board ZIF connector and disconnect the touchpad board ribbon cable from the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the keyboard ZIF connector and disconnect the keyboard ribbon cable from the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the keyboard backlight ZIF connector and disconnect the keyboard backlight ribbon cable from the system board. Disconnect the rear speaker cable from its connector on the system board. Remove the 5.2mm P1 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the top cover. Lift the fingerprint reader bracket off of the system board and remove. Remove the two 3mm P1 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the top cover. Remove the two 3mm P1 Phillips head screws that secure the fan to the top cover. Grasping the system board near the center, carefully lift the left edge of the system board off of the alignment pins and slide the external connectors out of the cutouts in the top cover. Note: before installing a system board, remove the following from the old system board and install on the new system board: heatsink, power connector cable, EMI shielding cans, USB covers. Reverse this procedure to install the system board. Important: after system board replacement, be sure to complete post-installation tasks as required that may include verifying functionality of the notebook, updating the BIOS, updating DMI and other settings,